Hi, welcome to the Hot Rock and Blues section. This is a little more challenging material than the Essential Classics. And feel free to do these licks slow. Ascending, descending. Let's zoom in and take a look. So you're going to start right there. And this is in A Dorian, so we're hammering up to the root. Okay, and do the same thing on the next string, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, and then a slide to the 7th fret. So, and you do exactly the same thing up an octave, this time be 4th, 5th, and 7th fret on the D string. Same thing on the G string with the whole step slide. So now I adjust up a fret, so I'm still exactly 1 octave above here. It's going to be 7, 8, 10 on the B string. So it's really an easy lick because it's all the same. And the way I think of the timing on it, I just think of each pick being on a downbeat, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And you could phrase it differently if you want. Descending, I'll go 12th fret, 10th fret, 8th fret, and a slide down. So that's where we get the 4 note, and then a 3 notes. That's 10, 8, 7. So now 9, 7, 5 on the G string, sliding to the 4th fret, and then 7, 5, 4. So exactly the same thing in octave lower. So the final one is 7, 5, 4, 7, 5, 3, 7th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret with a slide down, and then 5, 3, 2. So the second lick is the blues scale, only what I'm going to do is play on the top 3 strings and move up horizontally. You know, you've got vertical and horizontal. And this is kind of interesting idea. It's using some of the Dorian notes, and mostly blues notes, starting on the flat 5. I love that lick right there. So you're going to slide from the 4th to the 5th fret, blues note to the 5th, and then hammer 8th fret and pull off. Then that would be 8, 5, and then you pick the 7th fret. You could also, if you want to use these 3 fingers. And then I go back up 5th fret, 8th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret. The whole lick. So one more time, slow. Then I've got to pull up from the 7th fret to 5th. Then a slide from the 7th to the 9th fret. And then a hammer on and pull up on the 8th fret to 10th fret. And then a pull 9th fret on the G string, straight up to the 10th fret on the B string, and a pull off. And that's the neck kind of ideas. That'd be 10th to 13th, and then hammer on. You get the flat 5 right there. Same kind of idea. 13th, 15th. So let's start the jam track, and I'll demonstrate both those licks over the jam track. Okay, here's some Dorian and blues legato. The first one I'm calling Dorian legato, but I think it's got the blues note in it too. And it's got a neat kind of pentatonic just twist here. And then the blues legatos, they both end on the same note. So let's zoom in and take a close look at these. The first one starts off with this really cool lick. I like that lick. It's like 5th fret on the B string with a hammer on to the 8th fret, and then an upstroke on the high E, index finger, 5th fret. And then you answer that by doing a pull-up from the 8th to 5th fret, and then with the downstroke, and then upstroke on the B string. When you want to descend down, I'll roll my pinky like that. You could also go like that. So, and that sets you up rhythmically to go 8, 5, 8 on the B string, 5th fret on the high E, back to the 8th fret and pull off 8th fret to 5th fret, 7th fret. And then kind of the same thing on the next string, 8, 5, going G to B string, and then 8, 5, pull off 7, 5. So, okay. And you can pick it lots of different ways. I like to sweep that lick. Okay, let's look at the next one. So it's starting on the 4th, which is 7th fret on the G string, and then hammering to the 8th fret on the G string, and then you go to 5th fret on the B, and then pull off 8, 7, 5. I kind of like to sweep pick that up from the 5th fret to 8th fret. Although alternate picking, it works great. Then we've got 8, 5, 8, 5, pull off, and 8, 5, picking. So, and then 8, 5, pull off on the G string. So, when you want to ascend up, you go 8th fret there, and then high E, index finger, 5th fret, and then B string. So be sure to follow in the tab. Okay, this next lick I learned from Russ Parrish, who's the guitarist for Steel Panther. Satchel, I think, is his stage name, and this is we zoom in and take a look. It's pretty intervallically interesting. And I descend it like that. So if we dissect it, it's really pull off. And it's A Dorian notes, really pull off between 7th fret and 3rd fret on the high E. And then a sweep up on the B string to the G string. So it's 5th fret to 4th fret on the B to E. And then a little slide up 7th to 8th fret on the B string and high E. So then a pull off. And then pull off on the high E. And then here we've got the 7th fret on the B string, 7th fret on the B string to 5th fret on the G string. So yeah, and I'm not going to go through it detailed. You can read in the tab if you want. It's a And then you just repeat the whole thing up, adjusting for the scale. Yeah, and when I descend, I like to do one pull-off. In this case, let's say we're at the 12th fret on the high E, pulling off to the 8th fret, and then sweep up on the B to G string, that would be 10th to 9th fret, and then slide down, 7th to 9th fret, and then sweep up, and 2 pull-offs. So, then repeat. So let's start the track and listen to all of those licks. That one's real fast because it's 16th note triplets. The rest parish one. And of course the triplet licks you could play